Hello, my name is Becky Weber, and I work on the Vermont eCycles program, and I'm here today to talk to you about reporting requirements for the eCycles program and setting up a ReTRAC account. ReTRAC is the way that the DEC and the solid waste program receive reporting from collectors, transporters, and recyclers for e-waste, as well as many other solid waste program reporting requirements. You will be doing annual e-waste reporting, whether you're a collector within the state standard plan, registered with our program, or whether you collect outside of the plan. You're still required to report to us annually on the previous year's collection, both at collection sites and at events. And so I'm going to walk you through how to use ReTRAC, starting in this video with a walkthrough of how to initially set up your ReTRAC account for reporting. The website is connect.retrac.com with a dash in between re and track. Is the main page you're always going to come to when you enter ReTRAC. It's going to ask for your email. Now, if you're already registered with a username in ReTRAC, you are going to enter your email, and the next page is going to be your login. But if you are a new participant, if you've never used ReTRAC before, then when you enter email, you're going to come to a page that's going to ask you to register a new account with a username and a password, and click Create Account at the bottom of that page. Now you have a ReTRAC account. If you go back to that initial page, it will give you your login. Once you're in ReTRAC, you'll be directed to your home page, which will show you the programs that you've joined. Now, as a new ReTRAC user, you won't have any programs yet. You are going to need to click on Get Started in the Find Program section of your homepage. And that's going to take you to a space where you see some programs and you can search for a specific program. If you type State of Vermont into the search screen, it will pop up as a potential program, Vermont Reports, State of Vermont, in parentheses. That's our program. So you're going to want to select that. It will take you to the page describing our program. And at the bottom of that page, you'll see an option to join program. When you click on that, you'll have a pop-up, which will allow you to create new, and it's Join Vermont Reports. That is going to take you to a page asking you for member details. It's primarily contact information, very straightforward. The one thing it's going to do to ask you that might be a question in your mind is it asks you for your member type. Within the eCycles program, you may be a collector, a recycler, or a transporter, but this member type is a broader category where you may be a solid waste management district, you may be a city, or you may be a private business. But the default, if you're coming on here to report your e-waste collection or other practices, would be electronics recycler. This does not mean that you're going to see a recycler report when you go in to do your actual reporting. It's just your member category. So you can just select electronics recycler and you'll be fine. So once you have submitted that member contact information and your member type, you are going to see a members page with one member in it initially, and it's going to say pending approval. So when you try to join a program, you need the program needs to verify that you are part of the e-waste program and give you approval and set you up to do your report. So you'll see pending approval until the program staff are able to approve you. That might very well be me, but there are some other program staff. Once that happens, you will, on that same page, see that the member status is no longer pending and it's not grayed out. So you are ready to go forward And when you click on the arrow on that screen, it's going to take you to your member, to the reporting that you can do, and other information. However, at this stage, you may want to come up to the Add Member button, which is just right under the header of the page, and add a second member. Now, why would you do that? There are a few reasons why you might do that. First of all, you may want to report separately on your facilities or events. You will need to report all collection. If you're a collector, report all collection that happens during the year. You can report that as on one report if it's all in the state standard plan, but you may have separate information for each and want to do facilities separately. So in that case, you might add a member. The other reason you might add a member, and this one is a reason you would have to add a second member, is if you are collecting both in the state standard plan, so you're a registered collector with the eCycles program, and you are also collecting independently outside of the plan. So there are some collectors who collect both inside and outside of the plan. The report will not allow you to report data for both of those activities. And so you'll need, and there can only be one eCycles report per member. So if you have to do a state standard plan report and you need to do a out of plan report, you will need to set up a second member. The same process, you add a member, you need to wait for to be approved, and then you'll have two members, each of which will have an eCycles report. You'll be able to click through using the arrow on the member information on this members page and see your reporting on that page. So you are now set up to report annually your eCycles data as is required by Vermont law. Again, my name is Becky Weber. I am in charge of making sure that everybody can successfully report in ReTRAC. So if any of this presentation is confusing, or if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me and I will be able to help, hopefully, or direct you to someone who can. And you'll see on this final slide that my contact information is there. You can reach me by phone or by email, and I'm happy to talk and walk you through this process. Thanks so much.